If there's one thing that I can count on, it's that our community knows how to show love in times where we need it the most. This is the time where we don't stop. This is the time where we keep our martyrs' names alive. From Thomas Sankara, Patrice Lumumba, Muammar Gaddafi, and the latest African king, Ibrahim Traoré. Talk to each other, teach each other, heal each other. Africa is waking up. And I never thought I'd see in my lifetime where we will be liberated. They never thought that we would be in communication with one another. They thought they could still push their propaganda onto us. And oh yeah, we read newspapers and see the news, but they never thought that we talk to each other so we can decipher whether or not it's bullshit or whether or not it's real. And we are putting the pieces of the puzzles together and working out that 2 + 2 does not equal 5. And that we have a right to question that, to question media, to question governments, to question leaders. My heart breaks into 1,000 pieces, knowing what the West did to those African leaders who tried to free their people. But Ibrahim is our saving grace. Ibrahim is our African king. And Ibrahim will be the catalyst to liberate Africa. So to the citizens of Burkina Faso, we are there with you. We are there in spirit. We are there in voice. We are there to protect you. And to my black sisters, brothers, cousins, uncles, aunties, nannies, granddads, wherever you are, you know this is the time. You feel it in your gut. You feel it in your belly. It's the time. Wake up. Wake up.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. Welcome back to my YouTube space. I hope you're doing okay. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about Ibrahim Traoré. And Ibrahim Traoré has been trending now. And I can never cease to talk about him because as a Pan-African, I have to talk about what's going on. Now, Ibrahim Traoré has captured the US. It's a metaphor. Ibrahim Traoré has captured the United States. Why am I saying so? Traoré has gained popularity and symbolic admiration among some Pan-Africanist and anti-imperialist circles, including some African Americans, for standing up to French influence and promoting African sovereignty. And what has made him become more influential in the United States or in America is because the Michael or US is threatening to dethrone Ibrahim Traoré from power. And by doing that, Traoré has gained a lot of influence inside Africa and outside Africa. I've said Traoré has captured America because right now I'm seeing black Americans showing a lot of support to him. And that is one thing that I love to see. I see Caribbeans showing support for Ibrahim Traoré. On 30th April, people are saying that they are going out to show solidarity to Ibrahim Traoré. Now, before we dig down into this video, let's watch these clips.
Hello, I want to speak briefly about Burkina Faso and their president, Ibrahim Traoré. As an African-American woman, I am so proud of President Traoré and so happy for the people of Burkina Faso. I want to state for the record that African Americans have nothing to do with any assassination attempts, any destabilization of the country, or any criticism of President Traoré. I don't know any American, and I don't know every American, but I don't know any American that even knows who General Michael Langley is. I actually just found out who he was 2 days ago. But when you see black people being put in a position like that, and then turn on their heels to criticize another leader in another country, that is by design. And they do not speak for us. They are ruining the reputation of African Americans globally, making people think that we feel this way. We have our own problems in America.
On some real shit, if something happens to Ibrahim Traoré, we as a people have failed him. We already failed the South African lady who was out here saving all them kids and told everybody on the internet, listen, they gonna unalive me because I keep on saving these goddamn motherfucking kids. And what they do, they unalived her. They already unalived Gaddafi. They made it seem like that man was the worst man living. And right now, France and the US is trying to arrest that man. Why peace can never get a break? You know, that's what I'm realizing as I get older. Every single day I get older, peace can never get a break. Love and peace, those two things can just never get a fucking break in this realm we call life, or whatever this thing living. I don't know what it is. But peace and love are the two things that people just can't sit and just let it be. I don't know what it is. But all I'm saying is that if something happened to that man, us as a human race have to let go of the simple fact that these things are going to keep on happening to us, and we're never going to figure it out until we do figure it out. So all the he say, she say, us being loud and angry about what the society or the government is doing is literally absurd and very hypocritical for any of us to come together and say anything about anything, because we're seeing worldly great things happen and seeing the higher ups, the elites literally control these things and kill these people, unalive these people. And we go about it the next day as if nothing happens, because us as a human race decide not to revolt. So that's all I'm saying.
This American general who's accusing Ibrahim Traoré is the funniest thing you will ever hear. Hear me out. The reason why I say this is because Americans don't even know where the gold reserve is, let alone the citizens. Even politicians don't even know where their gold is stationed at. So for them to come and accuse Ibrahim Traoré is out of pocket, because Ibrahim Traoré has done very well for Burkina Faso, and all African people are proud of this young man, and we want more leaders like this in Africa. So if you agree with me, comment and share this.
We need to talk about Ibrahim Traoré. Do you see what he's doing in his country, Burkina Faso? He's 34, president, within 2 years. Look at the impact what he's done, guys. There's oppressors all around the world. They go into Africa, they take the minerals, they take the gold. This is what they do. It's not every day talk about the culture. As a black man, it's my duty to tell you guys what's going on. Gaddafi had the right mindset. They X'd him out. They've tried to lick him down 19 times, guys. 19 times. Listen, if you're a person that stands up and you stand up for injustice, I will tell you from now, go watch a piece of video of what he's doing and go share it, because he needs to be safeguarded and he needs our people to stand. And I'm so happy is going viral around the world. And listen, I'm a student to the game. I'm only educating myself, guys. Full YouTube video out now.
I think people from Burkina Faso, Burkina Fasoian, or Burkina or Burkins, or however you are called, I think you guys don't know that this president now, this your president Ibrahim Traoré, is not only for Burkina Faso anymore. If you guys don't know, let's remind you guys, let's make it clear to you guys that Burkina Faso president Ibrahim Traoré is not only for Burkina Faso anymore, it's for the whole of Africa. This is our president now. If anything happened to Ibrahim, if anything happened to Traoré, you will have to answer to the rest of African countries. We are not letting him down anymore, like we did to Gaddafi, like we did to Sankara, and we did to other people, other great people. See, if anything happens to this man, this Ibrahim Traoré, you will have to answer to every African country. Now to the Europeans, to the Americans that are trying to attack him, they are trying to bribe him. See, all eyes are on him. Our eyes are focused on Ibrahim now. Like all of us, we are focused on him. We put our eyes on him, we put our mind on him, we put our souls on him. If anything happens to Ibrahim, we will dig down to the root of it. And to any African person that we want to be, that we want to betray this guy, that want to betray this Ibrahim, you will not live to see the next day. That moment that you take that money, that moment that you accept that money to betray him, you will not live to see the next day, because what was his problem? Like, what's his fault? What has he done? What has he done? This guy is doing the best thing for us. If at all we want to have Africa, one Africa, this guy will be our president. Ibrahim Traoré will be the president of every African country. Like, if they want to have one Africa like America, that will have one president. Ibrahim Traoré is the one qualified to be the president. And you want to take him down? This is a clear message to everyone, Just stay watch. Open your eye, watch. This is the right time for we Africa to stand up. To stand up as one and stand as one. Stand our ground. Nobody can come and bully us. This is our continent. This is our continent. You can't dictate to us. You can't dictate for us what we need to do with our own continent, in our own continent. Guys, let's wake up. Every Africans wake up. This is our time. Burkina Faso, Burkis or Burkinabes, you guys should know that this your president. It's not just for you. It's for all African countries. It's for all the African countries. So if anything happens to him, if you guys cannot protect him and anything happens to him, you are going to answer to every African country what happened to him. This is just a sound message to you guys. I love everyone out there. One Africa, we can do it. If we stand together, if we unite, nobody can break us. And this is the time. I love you guys.
If anything happened to Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso, then the rest of the world will know that Africans are not cowards. Listen and listen carefully. I don't know who you are, I don't know where you are. In the days of ignorance, our leaders, our great minds were taken advantage of. But we are no longer in that generation. This is another generation. And the level we are ready to go to save Africa, to build Africa, to support Africa, to give our best to Africa, no one can imagine it. For some of us, we have been waiting, we have been preparing, we have been getting ready mentally, emotionally, skill-wise for this generation, for this time to come. Nobody should allow anybody from anywhere to manipulate our system, our people anymore. If it means educating our people, we will continue to educate our people. What is this thing all about? The resources of Africa. Why are they so interested in the gold in Burkina Faso? Why are they so interested in how Ibrahim Traoré goes about fixing his country? All this propaganda and all kinds of stuff that is coming out just to make sure to mess this young man up is not going to be tolerated. It's not going to be tolerated. Every African, every black person on the face of the earth, this is the time to rise and give your support to Burkina Faso. And the rest of Africa, you shouldn't be sleeping. The past leaders, they have disappointed us. And we cannot afford to disappoint the next generation. We've got the mind. We can think. We have the understanding. We've got the power. We've got the population. We've got the resources. We don't need nobody. We don't need to borrow money from anywhere in the world. We don't need anybody to loan us anything. We can make use of what we have to build Africa, to build our nation. to build our continent. The world does not understand this new breed, this new generation of Africans. Wherever we are in the world, we believe that we've got what it takes to do what we need to do to build Africa. And that is exactly what Ibrahim Traoré is doing in Burkina Faso, is setting an example. And we are all watching. We are paying attention. We are following. I've never been this broken in my entire life when I see the attempt on his life, because he says, go to your country, go build your country. If you have your resources, go use your resources. If you want to take care of your people, you go take care of your people, friends. You don't need to be in Africa. We don't need you. Emmanuel Macron or whatever you call, we don't need you in Africa. We need ourselves. We have our own way of doing whatever we want to do. Don't even think of influencing America and any other person that want to join force with you to touch that young man. You're gonna feel it. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel it. Your people will feel it. Your nation will feel it. We better be careful, because we are in a new generation. We are in a new generation. We are in a new generation. Ibrahim Traoré, we see what you're doing. We see the work you're doing. We see how you're mobilizing the nation. We see how you're affecting life. We see the impact you are making. Every single one of us from anywhere in Africa, we are making effort. We are putting our best foot forward to make sure that this generation does not disappoint the next generation. And we are going to build a legacy. We're going to do something in this generation that has never been done before. And we're not afraid of anything. We're not afraid of anything at all. We're going to build our communities. We're going to build our local government. We're going to build our state. We're going to build our nation. All these old guys that are just making noise up and down, going, begging for people, we're just watching them. A time is going to come. Their cup is running out. Their cup is running out. If you are for Africa, this is the time to speak up. If you are for Africa, this is the time to speak up. Words enough for the wise.
Yes, and listen, this is a message to France.
Yes.
This is a message to America. This is a message to all them European colonial forces that's aligning themselves to go against Ibrahim Traoré.
Yeah.
I am telling y'all, no, this is not in the days of Patrice Lumumba,
Yeah.
Thomas Sankara,
Gaddafi.
and Nkrumah, Gaddafi, and all the people y'all killed them.
Yeah.
I feel that y'all get away with it. You see this one?
No. That's not the Lord's anointed.
I am telling you that this one, Ibrahim Traoré, if you touch Ibrahim Traoré, even if you in Barbados and when they got business in Barbados, it getting tossed over, it getting turned over, because when a wicked France, when there's a wicked set of people, and when they need to get discipline,
Yeah.
and if you think that you're gonna go down in Burkina Faso, if you think that you're gonna go in there and you're gonna kill that man, listen, when they're gonna see a judgment from France, and when they're gonna see a judgment from America that you never ever seen before, right? Listen, all black people, I don't care when it is all over the world.
Stop when they're
like
doing.
my brethren just said, all black people should say, do not touch that man.
Welcome back. These are Black Americans, Caribbeans, talking about Ibrahim Traoré and what's going on right now, because America or USA is saying that Traoré is not fit for that seat, and that is something are wondering as black people. Why are you concerned with Ibrahim Traoré? Why are you concerned with the Burkina Faso? Why are you concerned with the gold in Burkina Faso? Because Burkinabe people haven't told you they need your support. Burkina Faso people haven't told USA they need your support. If they have told you, that's another thing. But nobody has told America that they need support in Burkina Faso. Just because they are not getting their hands into this gold, just because they are not getting their hands into these resources, because Ibrahim Traoré has restricted them, now they are starting to bring chaos here and there. And that's why a lot or Traoré has grown. He is symbolic influence. Pan-Africanists who are Black Americans, Jamaicans, are now supporting Ibrahim Traoré because of this one thing. He is fighting for justice. He is fighting for imperialists. He is fighting for the foreign influence. He wants the freedom of Africa. He is a true Pan-African. Another thing why I said Ibrahim Traoré has captured the US is like this. Videos of his speeches have gone viral online, especially among pro-African content creators and platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and which is capturing the attention of Black Americans or some people in the USA. Now, one thing is, this news, they don't show it in the United States. I don't know, because one of Black American told me they don't see such kind of news in the United States. For us talking about Ibrahim Traoré and playing his videos, they are watching it, and upon watching it, is getting massive support from Black Americans. And one reason why they don't play his videos on the online media or on the media in the United States is because of this. Number one, because they don't want Black Americans to know that there is someone in Africa who is standing for Africans. They don't want to know that there is someone in Africa who is preaching Pan-Africanism. They don't want to know that Burkina Faso has a good leader. They want Black Americans to get this mess. Africa does not have a good leader. Now, Black Americans are paying a lot of taxes in United States. They're the one who have built United States. And once you get attention of Black Americans, you have captured America. Once you get the attention of Black Americans, you have literally captured America. Once Black Americans decide to invest their money here in Africa, that means America is going to fall. Once Americans or Black Americans decide to put their money in African soil, we will have captured United States indirectly. And Ibrahim Traoré is doing it single-handedly. His influence is growing so bad within the Black Americans, growing so bad within the Afro-Caribbeans, growing so bad that it's giving pressure to the United States. It's giving pressure to the white system. They don't want a leader in Africa to be positively influenced, to be an influence to another people. Black Americans youths are looking upon Ibrahim Traoré. African youth are looking up to Ibrahim Traoré. He is the man, and this man, he has created a lot of tension within the Western powers. He has created a lot of tension within the US powers. He has created a lot of tension within the French powers. Ibrahim Traoré has captured this white system, and that's why they are up and down here and there, trying to see how they can eliminate him from power or how they can remove him from power. Another thing, Traoré is sometimes viewed as part of a new wave of African leaders resisting Western dominance, and that narrative resonates with certain political thinkers and activists in the diaspora. Think of Marcus Garvey, think of Martin Luther King Jr., those days when he was fighting for the freedom of Black people. Things that he said is the things that Ibrahim Traoré is following. At a young age of 36 to 38 there, Traoré is doing what Lumumba was doing, what Thomas Sankara was doing. He has seen that the only way to bring about Africa to its best is to do away with the Western powers, is to live freedom. We need to liberate our country. That's the only way for us to get this freedom. And by liberating Africa, by liberating African countries, we need to do away with the Western powers. A lot of countries are still manipulated by Western powers. For example, I'll give my example of my country, Kenya, still manipulated by Western powers. They are still following the colonizer. They are still under the spell of the colonizer. So they don't give out something good. Don't give out something good. They are here still being controlled. And Ibrahim Traoré, by confronting France and distancing Burkina Faso from Western institutions like ECOWAS and the CFA franc system, Traoré became a symbol of resistance in the US, where many are critical and neo-colonialism, and this kind of boldness captures mind and hearts. Ibrahim Traoré being a resistance, he has captured the mind of Black Americans and some Americans too are talking about him, and the US is trembled because for him doing away with the Western institution like ECOWAS, because ECOWAS is a Western institution. ECOWAS does not help Africa or West Africa, you know. EAC does not help East Africa. SADC does not help Southern Africa. These are institutions used by the colonizer to continue the imperialism. So Ibrahim being a resistance, his boldness, the speeches, he has gained himself numbers within the Africans in diaspora. He has gained himself numbers within Black Americans, Caribbeans, and all of Africa. By doing this, he has reduced massively the influence of US in Burkina Faso. He has reduced by far the influence of French in Burkina Faso. And that is to tell you that he has captured the mind. He has captured the mind of Black Americans. They want this. They love this. They tell me this is what they want. And they're out here praying for Ibrahim Traoré. And we are out here as Africans. We need to support this motive. We need to support this move. And this move is to bring about solidarity and standing together, push away the Western powers. It's not that we don't want to do business with the Western powers. For us to grow, we have to do business with them. But we need to do legit business, not exploitation. How we are doing business with China, how we are doing business with Russia, that's what we need to do. But it's other countries, Western countries, they just want to exploit Africa. They want to eat from our back without giving up or giving on what needs to be given. Now, Ibrahim Traoré is a young military and apologetic African and not controlled by Western powers. This image resonates with a Pan-African movement and a generation of diaspora youth looking for strong role model. I have seen a strong role model. I have seen a lot of youth in Black American fraternities. They are so much in support of Traoré because of his boldness. And he is young and he's delivering. So that again has made him to gain a lot of attraction from young or the youths of Black Americans generation. And in a world that often feels hopeless for Black liberation, Traoré revives the revolution spirit of leaders like Thomas Sankara, Malcolm X, or Patrice Lumumba. The emotional and ideological appeal is powerful, especially among Black Americans who seek global solidarity. And Black Americans have been fighting for the solidarity of Black people in general. They didn't fight for Black Americans only, they fought for Africans too. Black Americans, they have this connection with Africa. And whenever they see someone who has the Malcolm X spirit in him, they will support him. And I have seen a lot of Black Americans are start coming to Africa. In Kenya, are starting flocking to Burkina Faso because they want to bring the money back to Africa. And they are looking ways and they are looking countries that they can bring the money. And they have seen Ibrahim Traoré is one of the leaders they want to work with. They want to work with a leader who is against the Western powers. They want to work with a leader who is supporting the Pan-African spirit. They want to work with a leader who is not corrupt, who is fighting corruption, and etc., etc. And Ibrahim Traoré is doing all this. And that's why US is so much concerned with Traoré, because he has reduced their influence, political influence, economical influence here in Africa. French are complaining their influences has gone down because of Ibrahim Traoré. So, by me saying that Traoré has captured the US, it means that the numbers, the people who pay taxes in the US, people who build the US, they are following Traoré. They are supporting Traoré. And by doing that, US does not want that. US does not want you to recognize Traoré as the best leader. They want you to see Traoré as one of the, So please, I want us to do what? To show support to Traoré. Let's share these videos, and Black Americans and Caribbeans and all of Africans, let's show solidarity. There's no chance we are giving them to eliminate Ibrahim Traoré. There's no chance we are giving them to come back in and start to causing chaos in Burkina Faso. In togetherness we stand. We stand tall as Black people and fight for our own rights.